Hi, I'm Barry, but you probably know me as Barry in DR. We in the DR Escapes team first want to thank you to allow us to help make a positive difference in your life. Your response to our website has been nothing short of phenomenal, and we truly thank you. And it's good to see so many people are awakening and looking at options of surviving the upcoming chaos, turmoil, currency crashes of the Western nations. But if you've clicked onto that button, by now you're wondering about, okay, Barry, we've got it. We've been stacking for some time now. That's really a no-brainer. And we're reading all these reports about how we should be stockpiling food, dry goods, meds, weapons, ammunitions. But you're really making a good point. If you don't have to live in that chaos and danger, why would you? And that's what we've designed our DYD tour. That's what it's all about. A DYD tour, or Discover Your Destination tour, is for the people that have realized, okay, why should this maybe be the next step I should be looking for? How can it benefit me and my family? And let's take a bit of a closer look. You're making a lot of sense here. By following this idea, we have designed the DYD tour to give you more information about the north coast of the Dominican Republic in 3 days than you're going to get in 6 weeks on your own. I guarantee it. Together we'll be with you every step of the way. We'll pick you up at the airport. We'll be showing you areas of the north coast of the Dominican Republic that tourists will never get to see, but yet expats who have relocated here have grown to love over the years. We'll be showing you towns, El Jamo, Naranjito, Paita, on and on, little farm community towns, as our diet is all natural, and you're going to see and meet so many of the locals of the north coast of the Dominican Republic. After all, the Dominicans have been known to be amongst the friendliest people in the entire Caribbean. Together, every step of the way, we'll be discovering deserted beaches that span over 1.5 miles. Nowhere else in the Caribbean can this be seen. I've been on every island in the Caribbean. I used to field 2 passports as I was an underwater photographer. And if we settled here, that's got to give you some information about what we think of the place. We actually are going to show you the back roads around the Dominican Republic. We're going to be steering away from the tourist areas. We're going to actually show it to you as, what is this going to be like if I decided to live here? During your tour, we've also made time to even have a glimpse at some of the more popular tourist destinations, such as Samaná, Las Terrenas, Sosua, Cabrera, just to name a few. We're even going to stop over and spend an hour or two at Kite Beach, where they hold the World Windsurfing Tournaments every year. And of course, we're going to stop off at Playa Grande, Diamante, El Jamo, and many other prime places. You're just going to fall in love with it. After you've had a good taste, if this makes sense for you to pursue a little bit further, but you have many questions, we've even added a special bonus to the tour. Dr. Julio Brea, partner of the Guzman Ariza law firm, second biggest firm in the Dominican Republic, established in 1923, has set aside about a 15-20 minute personal Q&A session with everybody that's interested. Dr. Brea does so much work for our people who do decide to relocate here, and he graciously offered to donate his time. He's an exceptionally busy man. But I know if you're interested in making this place your home, you're going to really enjoy this little perk that we've added in. We'll take care of everything. Our staff will meet you at the airport. Your choice of lodging is totally up to you. Anything from a family-owned, beautiful, romantic little hotel in the mountains overlooking the ocean to multi-million-dollar villas that we can rent by the day. There's several bed and breakfasts ranging from about $20, and they're beautiful locations. If you do decide you want to stay in the town of Cabrera so you can walk around with walking distance to within everything in Cabrera, we even have arrangements on beautiful efficiencies directly on the ocean with a little balcony, air conditioning, spotless clean plane for about $20 a night. The choice is yours. It's all up to however you want to discover your destination, what works best for your family. Our tour will start together where we'll be waiting for you at the airport. The airports, the international airports of either the capital, Santo Domingo, or Puerto Plata work best for our schedule. Get ready for a full 3 days because we'll be spending so much time with local families that have lived here for many generations, and we'll also be spending a lot of time with expats that have fallen in love with this place and have since called it their home. They really all love your questions. They love to share their local knowledge with you, so please feel free to ask away. They just love to express their views. Oh yeah, almost forgot the best part. You're going to love the cost of living in the Dominican Republic. It is by far the most economical island in the entire Caribbean. You'll find health insurance packages that put yours to shame in the Western world for about $70 a month. It truly is a bargain. Just imagine living in the Caribbean with a natural diet and everything, utilities, your overhead, cost of living, everything far less than you're currently paying now. Makes me wonder why anybody would even think of trying to survive in the upcoming carnage and chaos of the Western nations. After all, I've always said the best place to view a war is from a great distance. But again, there's no right or wrong. I always say there's just choices. So you're probably going to ask about now, wow, this sounds great, Barry. I'm really interested, but what's this going to cost me? Well, our team of DR Escapes, we donate our time for free. All we ask is that you cover our out-of-pocket expenses, such as gas and tolls. We're even saving you the cost of a rent-a-car, which you have to pay the tolls and gas anyway. So it's a phenomenal deal. The local knowledge is second to none. You're going to learn so much. It's absolutely going to amaze you. And our 3-day tours have been coming in somewhere around $225, $250 on up, of course, depending on your lodging expectations. What we find is, what previous people have found, excellent home-cooked natural meals in Cabrera started around $3 US and work up from there. You'll find that the DYD tour is probably, without a doubt, the most cost-effective way to make maximum use out of minimum time and show you more of this country to better enable you to prepare your family. After all, again, the third leg of the stool is sovereignty. Without it, it still topples. Don't get stuck. Don't be a victim. As remember, when nations change their laws, at that moment, all the cards are off the table, and it's a whole different picture. However, if you started registering now, remember the grandfathering laws. They always change as a date. If you started before that particular date, you're in the running and you're safe. So I want to thank you for watching our video. We really, again, want to also thank you for making DR Escapes one of your choices of knowledge. We put a lot of time into it, and we really appreciate your following. If you have any questions, concerns, please email me. I'll personally get back to you just as promptly as possible. And many of you have already emailed me and Skyped me and saying, Barry, yeah, we're noticing changes, like big changes right now. Well, you're going to notice, just as the silver price has soared over the last 2 weeks, that's a direct reflection to the nation starting to crumple. It's a seesaw. They don't both go in terms of acquiring, or they both don't go in terms of a negative base together. It's a seesaw effect. Think about that, because it's starting to soar. It's not going back. And the best parts, one of the best parts you're going to find about this tour is you have a family waiting for you. A family that has the experience, a family that has the knowledge, the water companies, the electric company, the best places to shop. And in many cases, people have actually told us that we're closer here to our DR family than we have been with our family back in the Western nations for quite some time now. So really, the next step is up to you. All that's really missing is yourself and your families. And I'll be waiting for you at the airport. This is Barry in DR, and I'm out.